guys, welcome to the coffee experiment. And we have a really, really interesting topic to cover today. If you've read the title of our podcast for today, it's all about growing up on a coffee farm. What's that like? Well, I don't know what that's like. I have no clue, but my new friend Mariana, who lives in Costa Rica, she knows exactly what that's like, and she is going to talk to us today. She's our guest today, and she's going to talk to us all about what it's to to grow up on a coffee farm in Costa Rica. So welcome, Mariana.
Thank you
Thank
for being
you.
here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited. If we are talking about coffee, fill me in. I love coffee, so super happy to be here.
Yes. Oh, and you're a fellow curly hair girly.
Yeah, yeah,
I
my
love it. Your
curl.
hair is beautiful.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're curly too. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have look behind me, there is a
Oh,
coffee plant in there.
that's so cool. You have a
Yes.
beautiful background.
Thank you so much. So I literally grew up in a coffee farm.
I'm
It's literally
jealous.
behind me.
You're like,
It's
here it
literally
is.
here it is.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Be jealous. I'm jealous.
Yeah,
Um,
I heard that you bought a coffee plant, right?
Yes, I did. I don't. It's in the kitchen because it needs like a lot of sun, obviously. But I named her Aria. So
Aria.
Aria the
yeah.
Arabica.
Yeah, she's growing. She's growing. So I'm excited about it. But I'm
Oh,
excited to
super
learn
cool.
more about coffee farming because I don't know much about it. I mean, we did an episode, so we learned a little bit,
Mhm.
but we were really excited to have you on the show and I know our listeners are also pretty excited to have you on the show. So,
Mhm.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, me
So
too.
excited.
I believe sometimes people don't know how long it takes to get to this cup of coffee. It
Right.
took a long time and a lot of processes and a lot of effort. So a lot of people as well. So my dad takes care of every single bean. So whenever I'm preparing coffee, he says there is a bean in there. Take it. Don't throw it because they take care about every single coffee bean here. So yeah, it's
Mhm.
great.
I love that.
I love that. Okay, well, we are going to get into all of that here in just a moment, and we're going to ask her all the questions and learn everything that we can from Mariana's story. But first, we're going to do the top of show where we dive into a little bit of coffee news, and then we'll have our little bevy break. So, what do you guys think?
Absolutely. Hit us
Yay.
with the news, Katie.
Okay, perfect. So we have some recent industry headlines that are of note for you guys. First off, Ziggy's Coffee partnered with Philadelphia Cream Cheese to launch a
Ooh.
limited time savory latte topped with cream cheese cold foam and
Ooh.
everything bagel seasoning, available nationwide on August
I know
17th.
that's good. I know that's gonna be good.
I don't know. I don't think I would like that.
Really?
I don't
Ooh,
think
I love savory coffee.
ugh, I I don't know. I don't know. Mariana, would you drink that, do you think?
Yeah, I'll try it, but yeah, I drink my coffee just black, no sugar, no milk. So yes, it could be like one time thing.
One time
just
thing.
just a
Yeah.
little sippy. Just a
A
little
little,
sippy.
just a little sippy. All right. Well, okay, that was so that's that. That's an interesting partnership. And then we
Hmm.
have, I guess, the fair trade price floor has raised. So for Fair Trade International announced an increase to its minimum green coffee prices starting December 1st, 2026, raising conventional washed Arabica to $2 per pound to protect smallholders against market volatility. So,
I am seeing a lot of that in the headlines. A lot of different areas are having to do
mhm,
that, which
mhm.
I just ordered 2 bags of coffee from a local roaster here, and it was definitely more expensive than I originally thought. Just because, and again, it's not their fault. I mean, prices are rising as we know, but still, I'm gonna pay it.
I kind of
Yeah.
like that news.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps
Yeah.
us just I know just a little up to date, you know,
Yeah.
just a little bit up to date.
Yeah,
And then
just kidding.
there's one more fun one that I have to share that came up on the coffee news, and it is a it has to do with a crime. So I
Ooh.
guess Hong Kong police arrested 8 individuals who were connected to the company Fun Coffee, a fraudulent scheme that promised up to 278% investment returns tied to automated coffee tech and crypto deposits, causing 12.4 million in reported losses. So,
Dang.
coffee crime.
I don't like that much.
Yeah. Yes. Well, great news. Should we take our bevy break?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should start with Mariana. I feel like we
Yeah.
should start with what are you drinking?
Okay, so I have in here a cup or a mug from Idaho. So I thought that it would
Oh,
be like the great
I love that mug.
occasion. Yeah, so it's local.
I
And
love
I'm
it.
drinking a V60. So V60, I have it in
ooh,
here. Is
Yes.
this method like, and it's called V60 because of the shape V and like the degrees. So it's pretty nice. Like my dad made this coffee. So basically, he used like a paper filter. He weights the coffee. He weights the water. So yeah, it takes a lot of time to prepare it actually. So more than 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So yes,
Yes.
that's what I'm having. Kind of
I
boring
love
because
that.
I don't like sugar or milk on it. Sometimes I do it, but yeah, I drink it black,
Yeah.
sour. Yeah, that's my type of coffee. What about you guys?
Well, that's not boring. At my when I had a coffee shop, I would have loved to have. And when I started, we had French presses and we had pour overs. We never had V60s because honestly, nobody wanted to wait that long for coffee. Like we live in such a microwave society where everybody's like, "Let's I want it now,
Yeah.
now, now." And oh man, but there's a coffee shop here that does have V60s and peak peak coffee every time. So I love that for you. Katie, what are you drinking?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. I'm still being really, really consistent with how I'm making coffee. But I will say I did have to scrape the last of the beans that I had out of my canister, and I have no more coffee beans on the premises of my house. The last of
Oh
them is
no.
in my French press right now, so I have to go get
Oh.
more probably later. Um, but I did do my cinnamon coffee cake creamer with my French press coffee. Is like it's an espresso blend that I got, and I've been drinking it out of my mug that I got from my friend who makes
Mug
them
mug.
locally. So,
Oh, y'all have cute mugs. Y'all have cute
yes.
mugs.
Yeah.
I love that. I have just a French press with some beans from South Carolina, from
Mhm.
a place called Carolina Coffee and Crumbs. It's one of my favorite places whenever I
Mm.
go to Hilton Head Island. So I just have a French press with a little bit. I'm counting calories again, so I have 60 grams of my pumpkin creamer. But I guess my mug is kind of special. We won the best coffee in town, and
Oh.
so I have the mug from that, like it has every coffee shop in town on it, like kind of just it's really
Oh,
cute.
So
that's
But
beautiful.
I don't know,
really special.
it's not pottery though. I really like I can't wait to get Katie got me a mug. I can't wait. Oh, I need to Venmo you
Yeah.
for that, by the way.
Oh.
Guys, and I owe you coffee. I promised Katie some coffee, so I have that on my mind.
Yes.
It's just some logistics that I need to figure out because it
Yes.
takes like some time, and I'm still like learning how to send coffee to the States,
Yeah.
but we're working
Yeah.
on it.
No
All
worries.
right.
Yeah. Whenever that can happen, we'd love to try it. And maybe we could try it like on an episode or something whenever we get it. And that would be really fun.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
All right. Cool. So we had our bevy moments or a bevy
Hmm.
break.
Yes.
Now, I'm gonna let Katie kind of take head and I'll kind of
Hmm.
ask questions as we go because she is really good with the outlines and she has really good questions. I can't wait.
All right. Well, I'll start with the first one. And the main question, oh, I guess the top question here would be, so you grew up on a Costa Rican coffee farm. So if you could describe that in 1 or 2 words, what would they be?
Oh my gosh, 2 words. I would say like family and moments. Uh,
Aw.
I believe like the most special thing about coffee, of course, the flavor and all the science behind it. Uh, but like the moments and who you share the coffee with is what makes coffee so special. Like, I don't know, to be talking right now together about coffee, that's pretty special. Like they bring us together. So when I look back and I remember, like, I don't know, being on the fields, um, we have fruit plantation in the coffee field. So we have oranges, lemons, and bananas. So it
Aw.
was pretty nice to be in there together, picking up fruits, eating them in there, like just sitting and singing in the fields and like planning the future together. Because, like for example, now on the weekends, my dad could say like, "Hey, let's go to the coffee field. Let's look at the plants." And we
Mhm.
go together and we plan about like opening a coffee shop or something like that. So yes, I would say like I don't know, is the all the moments that you have around coffee what makes it so
Mhm.
special.
I love that.
Wow, those are
Like
great,
family
great
and
words.
moments. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Were you
Um,
expecting that?
I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, like I could see how like it's so rooted in your family, obviously, because it's, you know, your family's business. So I just love that how it was just part of your family's routine and like rhythm and yeah, just like so different than like what a lot of people experience. So I love that. Yeah.
And I love the fact that you just got to eat fruit too off of the
Yeah.
like the land.
Yes, I
Cause
love
you
that, and
know,
avocado as well. Like that's
ooh,
my favorite part because when my dad says there's avocado in the coffee field, so we need to
oh,
go there and just pick up a lot of avocados, and you have to like give them away or sell them because
yeah,
there are so many that you have to like keep them in the refrigerator or like keep it
yeah.
in somewhere else. Yeah, because there's a lot of avocado, so
Oh,
that's a nice part of it.
that's awesome. See, because here we can't really. I mean, okay, we can, but not like on a mass production kind of thing like that. And I'm growing a pineapple in my kitchen, and now I have a coffee plant. But my uncle grows avocados out of his kitchen. But it's like, we can't have farms like that, so that's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
because of
hearing about it.
the seasons. Yeah, it's different. I have a friend who like loves like cultivating some products in her like yard. I believe that's pretty cool. And I believe like for example for us it's pretty normal and like the country is pretty green as you see because it rains a lot. So yes, we get the chance to like cultivate some products and fruits, but yeah, it must be pretty nice like I believe it's pretty nice to have your own plant in there and take care of it. And then, like, yeah, and if it gives like some cherries, that's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah, that's gonna be
yeah.
amazing.
We'll see. We'll see what she gives
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
I'll harvest
Yeah.
her on the pod.
Yeah. See how many wild cherries that you can get. You
Yeah.
can finally have, you could eat a coffee cherry.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can do the full
wait.
process. You can
I
Hmm.
dry
want
the
to.
coffee in the sun,
Yep.
and yes, and you can process, you can roast it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Because, I realized like owning a coffee shop and everything was great, but I've always wanted to roast, because it's so cool. Like the whole process. But okay. But anyway, let's move on.
I love
Enough
that.
about me.
The whole, yeah, the whole process. We did do an episode all about coffee farming where we talked about like different processes that like people go
Hmm.
through, but I'm sure Mariana could share with us their particular process as well. But the next question that I have is more about like your family and like kind of like your life when it comes to the coffee farm. So, in what ways did growing up on a coffee farm shape your life into like how you're living now?
Whoa, that's deep. We started deep.
Yeah.
So, yes, I mean, like, good things take time and you have to be patient, and good things require hard work. So, um, when I look back, for example, like, since the moment that you plant a coffee, you have to wait for a long time, take care of that plant. You have to, like, invest your money, your time. Um, and I believe like that has taught me a lot of patience and resilience. I've seen a lot of people like traveling all the way from Nicaragua, Panama, indigenous people in Costa Rica who travel all the way here to make a living on coffee. So they pick up coffee by hand, and that's how they give some substance to their families.
Hmm.
So sometimes we complain about things and random things like or we are dealing with some issues at work, and when I looked at situation and I said like they're happy under the rain, under the sun, and I that taught me like how to be resilient and how good things take time and hard work. So I believe
Mm,
that has been the most meaningful thing, and that has shaped my life in that way.
Yeah.
wow. I think we can learn a lot from Mariana.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
Good
yeah, you
things
started
take
deep. I
time.
needed to share
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yes, I don't know. Like when I see my dad, they have to wake up pretty early in the morning, and
Hmm.
because they are under the sun, so they try to start early so it's not too hot. So when I see all of those
Yeah.
things, like, and the physical effort that you have to make in order to like produce coffee, that requires a lot of energy and things. So when I see my dad
Mm-hmm.
and he's tired, and I see like all the people in there, like that kind of inspire me.
Yeah. Well, you're inspiring me right now. So thank you.
Well, I hope that that helps a little bit more too.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
love it, and to be able to work for your food and for your things and for just being patient on the crops and everything, I think a lot of people can learn a lot from that because it is so important to slow down sometimes. Good the saying good things take time. That is so true because in life, having patience and having to wait for things is so powerful. So
Mhm.
I love that that is, you know, that is part of your story. I love that.
Yeah, and especially with like I don't know just how different it is in America sometimes with like what Melissa was saying earlier about living in a microwave society
Yeah.
and just being like cuz I feel like in America we love coffee but like the process you're talking about where like good things take time. I think a
Hmm.
lot of people here they're like no, like give it to me like give it to me now like I need the quickest option, and like that kind
Yep.
of thing. And so it's like I love the intentionality behind that because I think a lot of people need to I don't know. They should think about coffee more in that light of like, yeah, it does take time. It takes intention, and even how you prepared your coffee this morning. A lot of people in America aren't going to wait that long for their
Mm-mm.
coffee. We get the Keurig, we get the Nespresso. We need it fast, even if it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
taste as good.
Yep.
Um, or they're like, I can't tell the difference. It doesn't matter.
The
Uh,
DoorDash, the drive-throughs, the
yeah.
Instacart orders, the I want my coffee now. I mean, yeah, running the drive-through is people are so impatient, and you're like, hey, you don't even know how long it takes to like grow and roast and everything. But anyway, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's fascinating, and I love
Yeah.
that.
That's why some people don't like some sugar or milk on it, because it takes
Hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of time so you can get those flavors, notes, or
Yeah.
fruity things that you notice in the coffee. So um once I heard and saw like this barista, and he said like, "Are you putting some milk in my coffee that took me 5 minutes to prepare?" So yes, they it is like that because it takes a lot of time. And yeah, and I believe it's good to slow down sometimes. Some people find it like very expensive coffee. I heard some news in July that, well, we have this cup of excellence in Costa Rica where the winner coffees go to auction. So I heard that people are paying $200 per pound.
Oh my gosh.
$200. So yes,
Wow.
like, as Costa Rica is not a sorry, a big country. I'm just
Uh-huh.
thinking
Hmm.
in the word. As Costa Rica is not big in extension, we cannot produce volume. So they're trying to produce quality. So like they try to pick every single bean or cherry very carefully, and it's an experiment. So I love that because they pick the exact and perfect cherries to get to that specific quality, so they can sell the coffee to very good prices. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
super interesting.
Yeah. Isn't like brewing coffee and like the whole process just an experiment? That's why we're called the coffee experiment. It's
Yeah.
all an experiment.
I
Yeah,
see
I
what you
love
did
that
there. I see
because
what you did there.
my family has this, we call it the lab. So it's where we have all the green coffee, and when they
Hmm.
roast the coffee, and we have like all kind of methods to prepare coffee. So yeah, we call it the lab. So when I saw your podcast, it was super interesting because I was like, oh, they think like
Aw.
me.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
like
like
it.
the lab. Yeah. Well, I love that. I love that that resonates and that makes sense because I know for me like yeah, like all types of brewing make, if you're really a coffee lover and you're like experimenting with all these things, that's what it is. It's like the coffee
Yeah.
experiment. Let's try it. Like, let's try it out and
Yeah.
see the
Yeah.
process. But I love that. Okay. Well, the next question I have for you, just to keep us on track, because Melissa and I, we love to live in like tangent city. Like we'll go on on
We
like all
do.
these tangents, which are great. Like that, they can be some of the best moments. But I'll keep us on track. So,
Someone's got to do it.
um, the next question would be: so, growing up on a coffee farm, what were like your top favorite things about growing up on a coffee farm? If you could pick, I don't know, maybe like three things.
I would say just being there, like I don't know, being there with the people. I believe that's the most important thing, like
Yeah.
sharing the time in there and playing like and taking care of the plants, like even the yeah, the branches and everything. My dad is be very careful. That's um living being, so take care
Mm.
of it. So that I believe that's incredible, being outside, being together, enjoying the moments, like seeing when the flowers are blooming in that specific season. So when it's raining, you're worried about the rain and everything because you're thinking about the coffee. So oh,
Yeah.
we need, like, it's not raining, we need to rain, we need the rain to the coffee to produce. So I believe that's amazing. And I believe like the my most favorite thing is being part of coffee process. Like for example, when I hear you talking about your podcast, I feel part of it because I'm like, oh my gosh, I know coffee. I'm part of the of growing coffee, so I believe that's super exciting, and I believe that I'm very lucky that I got to know the process and see firsthand like how the process is, being able to touch the coffee, to taste it, and to be part of all of the process that changed the flavor of the
Yeah. You
coffee.
are part of it. You are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
yeah. It's so like that's so amazing. While you were growing up on the coffee farm, I'm assuming you have eaten coffee cherries before they've been processed. So, probably many. So like, what's that experience like in, I guess, eating a coffee cherry? Because I feel like a lot of people, especially Americans, probably have not done that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
it's
never had
delicious. Super
one. I bet
sweet.
they are.
Yeah. So I hope area give you some cherries so you can try them on. But
Yes.
yeah, they're super sweet. So um yes, it has some kind of honey. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's
Mm.
sticky like
Mm.
when you touch the cherry. So yeah, but it tastes like super sweet, and then you try to take off all the pulp out of the bean, or the yeah, the bean in the center. So yeah, super sweet. It's delicious. Yeah, my dad says like you shouldn't be eating them. Just pick
Like,
that.
stop eating them.
Yeah, stop eating the coffee because it's delicious. So it's super sweet.
Oh,
Wow, I
well,
like that.
do you
Yeah.
notice like when if you eat a coffee cherry, do you notice like a spike in your energy, like versus like brewing it and drinking it? Is it different?
No, no, it's just
No.
like in something sweet. No, and it is
Yeah.
because like everything is centered in the bean and you don't chew
Mhm.
it. There is some
Right.
candy that you can try, which is like the bean in there with some chocolate. But
Hmm.
so I believe that gives you some energy, but
Yeah.
not like
Hmm.
in the cherry. Yeah,
Yeah. That makes
just
a
like
lot
a
of
candy.
sense. Yeah, just like a candy, like a coffee candy.
Yes,
I love it.
Love
yes, in the
I was just
yes.
curious because I've never tried one, so I'd love to try one day.
that.
Um, okay, so I guess this is kind of leads us into the next question, which is about the process. Now, we did an episode all about the different types of processes. Like, it sounds like depending on the size of the farm, they might do different processes with more machinery, less machinery, that kind of thing. So, with your family's coffee farm, what kind of process did you guys go through? Was it more of a manual process, or did you have like machinery to help, or what was that process like?
Yeah, it's a mix, but we usually do things by hand.
Hmm.
So, yes, we try to pick up the correct like cherries and to select the variety of the because all it starts with the variety of the plant. So, depending of the variety, like it tastes different. So, you probably have heard about like geisha coffee or like Villa Sarchi, we have Catuai and different type of or varieties that I like to explain just like grapes. We have green grapes, we have purple grapes, and depending of
Mm.
that variety, the wine taste is different, right?
Hmm.
So it's the
Hmm.
same with coffee.
Hmm.
So depending on that, like even the how do you plant the coffee is different, or the distance between the holes where you put the seeds or where you put the plant is different. Um, we do that manual, totally manual process, and then we pick up the coffee. It could start even in October, from October to March,
Mm.
depending on the harvest. And then we'll pick up by hand, and well, a lot of hands working in there. So yes, we can do like 3 rounds, even 3 rounds of picking up coffee. So the same plant gives like 3 times on that season.
Mm.
So that's pretty interesting. And then like when we have the coffee and the cherries, we have two options. We can sell it to a big company, which I don't love because they would mix up all qualities or all type of coffee. So sometimes the quality of the coffee gets lost because it is mixed with other types of coffees.
Uh-huh.
So that's when we decide if we want to dry it and do the process ourselves. So we follow like this, and this is pretty like this is our process. So what we do is just to um, leave the coffee sit for 2 days in special bags where oxygen doesn't go out or get in. So it starts a process of fermentation that gives pretty interesting notes to the coffee. And then well, there are different processes. Um, we have natural process, which is basically leave the pulp and the chill, the cherry as is,
Hmm.
and we'll put it in these African drying beds, which are like under greenhouses,
Hmm.
so they can
Hmm.
start drying in there. We have to move the coffee in the mornings, in the afternoons. Like if you can move the coffee 3 times per day, that would be great because the coffee doesn't get moldy.
Okay.
So yeah, you
Okay.
have to move it and let it dry. That's a
Okay.
natural process. You can remove the pulp and everything. That's the washed process.
Hmm.
And we can also follow a different process, which is anaerobic, where we take off all the oxygen from the coffee. So we live in a container where only like oxygen goes out, but it doesn't get in.
Hmm.
So it stays in there for a long time. And then when the container ran out of oxygen, you'll move the coffee over to the African beds. So
Hmm.
depending on
Hmm.
all of those processes, the coffee would taste different. For example,
Yeah.
like an uncle of mine, he doesn't stand the anaerobic process, like the taste. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's fascinating because see, and that right there just tells everybody again like how much, work and patience and, knowledge goes into all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuz it does.
Yeah, and sometimes like they're more industrial processes, but as I said, like it's pretty like all that effort is valued like internationally. So
Yeah.
like they hear that people is doing that manual process, they say like, oh my gosh, that took a lot of time, a lot of patience. So
Mhm.
people like that, um, they invest to pay and they pay for that. So it's
Yeah.
interesting.
So Americans
And
need to get with the program.
We do. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And there's very good coffee like in Central America, overall
Hmm.
in Brazil. But yes, we're trying to focus on that, like those manual processes. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after the coffee is ready, there is a small machine. I don't have it in here, but there is a small machine that measures the humidity of the coffee bean.
Ooh.
That's when
Wow.
you know that the coffee is ready. So I didn't know that,
Oh.
and once I saw that in the kitchen, I was like, "Hey, Dad, what is this?" And he said, "Like, this is to measure the humidity of the coffee bean."
Oh, I'm about to
So
look that up. I want to see what it looks like.
yeah, so you put some beans in there and then you measure, and then it gives you a certain percentage that you have to reach, and then your coffee is ready. So depending of the weather, like that could take more
Oh,
time or less time.
this
Yeah.
is really cool.
That's
Oh, we'll
really
have to post a picture
interesting.
on our Instagram of the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super, super cool. Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
super interesting. Yeah, all these things that I didn't know, like that go into it. I know we did like an overview, but it sounds like you guys lean into, like you said, the more natural process, and I feel like, um, the quality difference is probably going to
Yeah.
be a lot different if you're doing that kind of process versus like maybe more of like the cash crop type farming that
Yeah.
is I don't know, expansive with like all the machinery, not as much attention to every
Hmm.
single bean and all of that. So I
Hmm.
could see where that would make actually those in the little details would make a big difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then like after the coffee is dried, we would just export to other countries like the
Hmm.
green bean or
Hmm.
what we call it the golden bean,
Mm.
and we will sell it so each cafeteria can give the roasting curb. So that's how they
Yeah.
call it, like the curb. Is how you call it in the States.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, they would give the roast like medium, dark, or
Yeah.
light depending on like the people who chops there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, and then like I believe like the roasting process is the I don't know, that changes a lot the flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yes,
It
when
takes a
it's
lot of knowledge.
definitely, yeah, and if it gets burned, like all the oils will get out, so that's
Mm.
what we don't want. For example, when my dad sees oily beans, he says like, it's burnt. Yeah, or the all the oils are out, so
Yeah.
they should stay inside of the bean. So yes, we like medium to light roast, so we can taste like all those flavors.
Yes. That's how I am. I do not really care for a dark roast.
Mm-mm.
It's not my favorite. My husband likes dark roasts, but we'll give him grace for that, I
That's a good thing.
guess.
There's less caffeine in the dark
Yes.
roast.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
At the
But
end, like,
yeah.
yeah, the best coffee is the one that you like. I've heard that phrase, and
Hmm.
I think it's true. Like, I didn't like the light roast or medium roast. When I started to drink my dad's coffee, which was like, I don't know, like 7 years ago. It was not
Mhm.
that long ago. We used to shop for coffee, which is
Mhm.
weird because we were producing our own coffee. And when I started, I didn't like it because my I was used to burnt coffee.
Right.
That's all I knew. So when I tried the coffee, like, did you know that in Spanish we use the same word for coffee and brown, like the color?
Oh. Oh,
So
yeah.
cafe, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be cafe, like
Yeah.
brown,
Yeah.
not black.
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah, so that's interesting because, for example, my dad sells all the floats or bad quality coffee.
Hmm.
He takes all that from the machines and everything that you will throw away, or like coffee with mold and all that
Mhm.
type of
Yeah.
stuff. He sells that to big factories and they produce
Mm.
that, and that's what people buy. So
Yeah?
I know that person because my dad does that. So he sells all
Yeah.
that coffee. They burnt the coffee so you don't notice that it's a bad quality coffee.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
so yeah,
Oh, that's probably what Starbucks is buying.
definitely. Yeah.
Probably in
I,
Seven Brew.
I'm not a big fan of Starbucks. Sorry,
Oh, don't even get
Starbucks.
us started.
No.
We're not Starbucks or Seven Brew fans over here.
No.
Yeah.
We make a point to we make sure that Starbucks will never sponsor us.
Yeah, we don't want them.
We make great effort to make sure they don't.
I would sponsor you guys.
Oh,
Aw.
okay. Oh.
If I get to send some coffee there, has been very
Yes.
complicated.
Well,
Yes.
no worries. It's worth the wait, you know. Good
Yeah,
things
for
take
sure.
time.
They
Good
do.
things take
Yeah, patience. Yeah, that's something that we
Yep.
learned today.
time.
Yeah, that's the theme of this episode.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Wow, I
Um,
just learned a lot. My mind's blown.
well,
Yeah,
we
it's
do
pretty
have
interesting.
we do have one more question for you because this is kind of looking towards your future here. So,
Mm.
when we talked earlier, you were telling me that you decided to buy some land with your dad recently, to keep kind of like coffee farming going. So tell us like how's that going? That's kind of a more recent development.
Yeah, okay,
Hmm.
so I was trying to invest in something, so I didn't know what to do, and anything looked right, so I was just putting it off, and all of a sudden, well, my dad had like half of that land,
Hmm.
so there was an opportunity to buy the full land. So I don't know, it felt so right. And I said like, I don't know, this is so me, coffee, like a good investment and dreams. That was
Uh-huh.
perfect. So it was flowing just right. So um yes, it was super exciting. Like a year ago we bought that land. And yes, I don't know, it's been super challenging because I know nothing about like growing a plant. So I will leave that to my dad and the
Hmm.
engineer that they study the soil and all those things.
Oh yeah.
But I had to learn like a lot of things and like you have to invest a lot of money. You have to take care of it. Like it is not like you can leave the coffee growing and that's all. Like you have to take
Right.
care of it. And so it's been really challenging in terms of like um, knowing all of those things, all that it's required, all the time that it's needed.
Hmm.
And well, I cannot say that I'm there every day because I'm not. Like my dad is there with his people and they are working there. But yes, I mean the goal, because I dream about having my coffee shop and everything,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
like selling my own cup of coffee. I
Oh yeah.
remember, well, I have a cousin. He is a coffee taster, and once we were just sitting in there, and he said, "I'm gonna prepare you a coffee," and then he gave me a shot of espresso, and he was try it very slowly, and I was trying it, and he said like, "Do you know something?" And I was like, "What?" And he said, "This is your coffee." And I cried because it was super
Aw.
special, like to knowing
Yeah.
that I was drinking my own coffee. And yeah, I don't know, that was a
Hmm.
pretty special moment.
Yeah.
And I think the goal is to um, share that with other people so they can try my coffee. That would be like the goal.
Yeah. You have something that most people couldn't even dream of in the way that you could basically have it from start to finish and make a very special coffee shop that would be very important to it's what we need, like because
Yeah.
you're bringing the knowledge of the farming, the knowledge of the beans, the knowledge of how to craft a latte, what goes into espresso, and the whole circle, which you get to know those things. Like that is so cool. Like I could cry
Yeah, I
for
think
you.
like honestly, like I think if you opened up a coffee shop there in Costa Rica and we got to see it and try your coffee, I think we would all cry.
Yeah,
I think we'd
yeah.
all collectively cry.
There's a full story behind it, and yeah, I believe I cherish like every cup of coffee because yeah, all what it's behind, like
Yeah.
my
Hmm.
family, my grandpa, who always worked on coffee.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's been really hard because like, the market goes up
Mhm.
and down,
Mhm.
and it's really challenging. Like Costa Rica is not a well, it's not a big country, so
Yeah.
sometimes like it's challenging all those
Yeah.
processes, currencies, and those type
Yeah.
of things. But you can dream about things,
Yeah.
and I believe like that's important thing, like share and believe in the quality of your coffee. I
Hmm.
believe if you believe that, I believe you can sell that to other people and share that story. I believe like that's all coffee about, like stories, moments, and
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
believe.
yeah, enough to make it so that even on the hard days it drives you, you
Hmm.
know? And
Yeah,
that's important. So,
definitely. So yes, I'm looking forward to you guys like trying my coffee and yeah, maybe visiting. Costa Rica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
I
be a
mean,
dream.
Yes,
I would love
yes.
to go to Costa Rica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
You
always
can
wanted to
pick up
go.
coffee. You can pick up
Yes,
coffee, yes. From
yes.
October to March, you can come and you can pick up. We have these boxes and we put a belt on it and we put it around our waist. That's how
Uh-huh.
we pick up coffee
Oh, that's
by
Oh my
hand.
cool.
gosh.
Yes, and you can do that in Costa Rica. So you can
That is
have the
so
full
cool.
experience. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, Katie,
Melissa,
when are we
are we
going?
yeah, when are we
When
I
are
was
we
about to say
going?
like when are we going? October.
October.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for you guys in October. Yeah, we will
Oh, but
cry together.
we will all cry together and we will
Yes.
drink your coffee.
We'll be
Oh,
drinking coffee and crying. It'll be amazing.
it'll be
Yes,
amazing.
yes.
Wow. Oh, we're gonna have to do that, Melissa. I think like because our whole goal with this podcast, we're kind of in growth mode right now. Because like the whole goal is to eventually be able to travel with this podcast and be able to capture a lot of people's like coffee stories. I think that's kind of like what we want to do and travel like all around. So I don't know. Now that we know you and we're friends, like we're gonna have to make that happen. I think eventually.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
Definitely.
For
Let's
sure.
keep in touch.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm gonna show you this. This is a Costa
Ooh.
Rican method. It's called
Oh.
bandola. So it's how we call the coffee branches. We call them bandolas in Costa Rica. So like it's called bandola and like it has a paper, we'll need to use a paper filter in it
Mm-hmm.
and it keeps the temperature because of the material and it tastes very different. So
Oh.
it's amazing. It's one of my favorites. It's kind of like the V60 or like a Chemex.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yes,
I've
this
never seen one of those before. That is fascinating.
That is
yeah,
amazing.
I
Oh
love
my
yeah,
that.
it's great. And it keeps the temperature more time than um, a glass content. So
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because with like a Chemex, it's glass and it doesn't really hold temperature very well. Yes. And with that, it stays in there and you're pouring it out of a spout, so it essentially yeah, I love that.
yeah.
I'm about
So
to nerd out over that.
Where do you get that? Like, can you get it in Costa Rica or is it like are there retailers in America? Like, where do you even get that?
yes, and this is a Costa Rican producer, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm.
sometimes like it's not that easy to find, but I'm pretty sure like if you look at like you could get one, and it's amazing because that got inspired. Like our ancestors used to cook with like these ovens, so they put some
Mm-hmm.
fire on it, and then the oven would keep the temperature. So that got
Mm-hmm.
inspired on that system. So the idea is
Hmm.
that the the container would keep the temperature of the coffee, so it lasts longer
Okay.
than a glass container. So
Pandora. It's
Oh
like
my gosh.
Pandora but with a V. Pandora.
bandola,
I love it. I
bandola.
love it. Okay, I found it online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you can't get it. Like I
Well,
see it, but when you go to get it, it's like unavailable.
Unavailable to
well, you
wait
can
for.
come to Costa Rica and I can find you some of this. Yeah,
Deal.
it's yeah,
Deal.
super
Ooh,
interesting.
these are really
I,
pretty.
I love that.
It's beautiful.
Mm. Oh my gosh.
So
Wow.
yes, guys.
Well, Mariana, thank you so much for sharing like your whole story and
Yeah.
more about growing up on a Costa Rican coffee farm. You have such a unique story. And when my friend Bobby told me, like, I work with someone that grew up on a coffee farm, she should be a guest on your podcast. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so perfect. And I'm so glad that our paths crossed. So,
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Me
Bobby
too.
Bobby told me and I was like super excited and I was like, really? Are you talking to me about coffee? Because he doesn't like coffee.
no,
So
he doesn't. He's
so
so
he was
nice though. But because
yeah.
he's part of my email list, even though he doesn't like coffee.
Yeah, but I don't know. This is my challenge. I'll get Bobby to try coffee
Do it.
sometime.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
did we
Yeah.
had someone on our show a while ago that said if you don't like coffee, you just haven't had the right cup yet? Is
Yes.
that
That was
what
a
do was
roaster
that
that we
that was
talked to.
Ron? That was Ron.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Hmm.
Ron.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So, yeah, I'm super glad that we had the chance to meet and to talk
Hmm.
about coffee
Yes.
and share this because I believe like it doesn't matter where you are. Like if you like coffee, you have something to talk about and to connect
Yeah.
and different things, I believe like Americans, you have more coffee culture than we do because you drink more coffee than us. And so yes, I feel like I love your culture because you get, I don't know, you get married to one coffee shop, so you go
Yep.
always to that coffee shop,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't
Regulars.
know, yeah, and every morning you have the same cup of coffee in the
Yep.
same coffee shop, and I love
Mm-hmm.
that because we don't have that, or some people maybe in San Jose or the city, but
Yeah.
it's pretty different. So I believe you drink way more coffee than us, and I love that. That is the culture of coffee, but it's different, and I love that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think that's fascinating too to learn about the different areas and how it deviates because obviously with here we have certain things here where I like am like okay, like we need to be better about this and vice versa. Like I know that you probably have things where you're like, yeah, we need to be better about this, but for the most part, I think it's so cool how everybody has their own coffee story. And I think that that's
Mhm.
something that we can all connect over. So I love that. And it was a pleasure. Like,
yeah,
seriously, thank you so much for being on the show. I mean, you're amazing.
no,
And
thank you for having me.
yeah, I learned a lot.
We
I'll
learned.
keep listening to you guys, and like, yes, I hope that maybe someday you can try my coffee.
We hope
Yes,
so too.
We
yeah,
hope so too. And Mariana, thank you so much for listening to our podcast. You have
Yes.
no idea how much that means to us. That you even knew how the flow of our episode. That is so special to us. That might make us cry actually. But
yeah. Like
Yeah.
when
yeah.
Bobby told me, like I started listening to you guys, and I believe it's amazing that people care so much, and like the stories about like building business from it and
Mhm.
everything. It's an effort, patience, and hard work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I believe it's the same. It's the same as in here. And yeah, thank you so much for I don't know, teaching people about coffee and
Of
the whole
course.
culture.
It's our pleasure.
Yes, we love it. One little bean at a time, we're teaching people about and learning
Yeah.
new things about coffee. And so,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, but to kind of close out the episode, we want to remind our audience a few ways that they can connect with us. And so to become part of our community, you guys of coffee lovers, please subscribe to our podcast on Spotify. It's free and you can come listen to our voices whenever you want. It'll just pop up on your Spotify. And also, something I'm really excited about is I started this week. This is the week I started a Substack for our podcast.
Yes.
So
Yes, and it
we
looks great.
are, oh, thank you. We are officially on Substack, and so that's kind of be going to be our blog slash email list that I'm going to send out to you. If you would like to join, you can click the link in the description, which will be part of this episode, or you can just comment and talk to us below the
Yeah,
episode. You can like just comment and talk to us. So we love to add you to our community, and yeah, so
absolutely. And thank you again, Mariana, for being here. We love you and we hope you have a good day.
Thank
yes.
you. You too. It was great to meet you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for also being here. Thank you for listening. And until next time, I'm Melissa,
And I'm Katie,
and this is the Coffee Experiment.
the podcast for coffee lovers.
Bye.
Bye.